Hi Cancer, welcome to your weekly reading. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Check out your other placements for additional messages. As this is a general reading, messages may or may not apply. Just take what resonates and leave what doesn't for the next person. I could be picking up on someone around you or someone you could be dealing with, so you might have to swap the roles. If this reading doesn't resonate right away, it may be something that happens down the line. If you'd like, you can keep this in your back pocket or you can come back at a later time. We're going to take a look and see what messages need to come through for you guys for this upcoming week. See what you guys could be currently dealing with or what you can expect. Get some insight, wisdom, guidance, and overall see what's going on. I hope you guys are doing well. If you guys are interested, you can check out my Instagram at Jadestone Tarot. And with that being said, we're going to start off with some animal oracle messages and see what's going on for you guys. Any messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for excuse me, for this week? Any messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? Alright, the deck doesn't want to shuffle anymore, so let's get into it. Messages for my Cancerians, please. For this upcoming week, we have the Crow coming out. Ooh. Messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for this week. What messages do my Cancerians need to hear? No, be mindful of. Any messages for my Cancerians, please? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. For this is weird, like the deck is kind of getting stuck all of a sudden. Messages for Cancer, the Hummingbird. Ooh, so we got two birds out here. We got double air energy coming through. So this week, you guys are going to be thinking a lot, processing the mind, the intellect, okay? We also have the Otter at the bottom of the deck, the happiest card in the deck, actually. So you got some really exciting things that are yet to come, Cancer. Oh, and I have a splinter in my finger from my incense that I actually lit. I think I got it out. Yeah, okay. Because I have a little incense and I felt a little poke and I was like, that's weird. And I just noticed it. So I'm glad I got that out because splinters, they suck. Little slivers, they nasty. Anyways, so Cancer, this week, it's looking really good. We also have that Otter energy at the bottom of the deck, which is the happiest card in the Animal Spirit deck. It talks about you guys needing to step into your authenticity, as well as this inner child energy of just saying, fuck it, taking risks and believing in yourself and just letting loose, having fun and removing those limitations and restrictions, because what kind of fun is that? So Cancer, we have the Crow and the Hummingbird coming out. So the Crow is actually a very spiritual card to come out. You guys might be focusing a lot more on your spirituality this week. You guys might be doing some rituals or finding more about yourselves or digging deeper and doing a lot more research on your ancestry. I don't know, that just came through. Finding out more about your heritage, finding out more about your ancestors, or your spirit guides or something like that. I don't know, this is like very interesting energy, Cancer. It's like maybe you guys have been meditating more, or this is a sign you should. I'm a Cancer too, and let me tell you, I've been kind of slacking, so I'm taking the sign, I'm taking the message to Spirit, calling my ass out. I know, okay, I'll get back into it, I promise, and so should you guys. So, right, let's get into it together. Let's meditate more, let's work on ourselves more, let's do a little bit of that shadow work, digging a little bit deeper, connecting to ourselves, our intuition. We are so intuitive, Cancer, and I think you guys this week are going to be stepping into your gifts, your abilities, and you may be getting a lot of signs, messages, and you're needing to pay attention. So whether you might be receiving a lot of messages in the dream space, or maybe you've been seeing certain animals, certain birds, maybe you've been seeing crows. I know personally in my neighborhood we've had a lot more crows this year, so I'm like, oh, but you know what? Crows, they have a bad reputation. Oh, it's a bad omen, someone's gonna die. No. Crows, they are super wise. They're very protective, I think. It's like there's been a study, I don't know if you guys know about this, maybe you do, maybe you don't, I don't fucking know, but there was a study, I don't know how long ago, but they did a study on crows. Their memory gets passed down from like generation to generation. Like there was a study of like someone in like, or a group of people in black hoodies, I think either attacked crows or helped crows. I don't know. I don't remember the study exactly, okay? But that the crows remembered people with these hoodies, or like these black hoodies. So then generations, years and 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 years after, they would always go after certain people that were wearing black hoodies, right? I don't know, man. So it's like they remember. So like there's something that maybe you're remembering or you're finding out, or there's certain messages that are coming through to you. You might be channeling messages, you may be studying astrology or tarot or any other form of divination, things like that, or just really learning to connect with yourself and your intuition and meditating more and connecting with nature and just things like that. It's really beautiful. It's like you guys are really digging deep and uncovering this underworld, cool, spiritual, kind of 12th house energy. We actually have Jupiter moving into Pisces tomorrow, the 13th. I don't know when I'll upload this. Maybe I'll upload it tomorrow, the day after, I don't know, depending on the schedule and all of that. But it's really interesting. You guys are totally in your element. I know this is a lot of air energy, but you guys are just diving in deep about yourself, your spirituality, your own intuition, and the more you use it, you recognize the stronger your intuition becomes, or the more messages. Oh my god, you guys, let me tell you, my dreams, I don't know about you guys, but my dreams have been way too specific / like predictive. I've like dreamt of certain people, and then I'd wake up, and then later on that day, something about that person would tie into that day. It was just, and this has been happening a lot, like the last like week and a half. It's really interesting. And so it's like, I don't know, maybe we're just going through some upgrades or something like that, but to be open, to be receptive, instead of being defensive or scared or shutting it down or blocking yourself, open yourself up to this, because this is really positive. This is really good. This is exciting. This is something that will help you. It's very healing, very nurturing, something that will help you on your journey, okay? And then we also have the hummingbird. So it's like this, the hummingbird talks about needing to return to something consistently, on the regular, on a day-to-day kind of thing. So fitting something into your schedule. And the fact that the hummingbird, he's looking over at the crow, and the crow talks about, you know, spiritual work and working on yourself and, you know, self-study and intuition and astrology and tarot and all those different things, needing to return to it on the daily, on the regular, your connection with yourself, the connection with your higher self, because the more you do it, the more you're consistent with it, the better you become, the stronger your intuition becomes, the stronger your abilities, your skills, your healing. It becomes better than ever. The more you work on it, the better you become, you know? Practice makes perfect, except even if you're really good at what you do, the more you return to it, the more you practice, the more you study, the more you learn, there's always room for growth, the better you become. And also the hummingbird talks about needing to return to something that keeps you grounded, that keeps you sane, that helps you on your journey, so that whenever your energy is depleted, you return to this thing, you return to yourself, you return to, you know, meditating and grounding yourself and working on yourself, you know? And so with that hummingbird energy, this also could talk about you guys needing to work on your health, your wellness, things like that. Just making sure that whatever this is, this could even be some sort of creative project or going out in nature, something that will help recharge your battery. So starting this week, you guys are needing to implement more of this into your life, more of this connection with yourself, some silent time for yourself, to connect with yourself, to meditate, to just be with your thoughts, to listen to your intuition, meditate before you go to sleep or in the morning, or like just make it more of like a consistent kind of practice. And with the hummingbird coming out, that's just like kind of confirmation, like, hey, you need to do this more, Cancer, because the more you do it, the more things are going to align with you on your purpose, and lots of blessings will be coming your way, like a lot of good things. Like seriously, with the crow coming through, it's like some sort of message like, hey, pay attention to signs, because when you watch those signs, you follow the signs, you're going to be directed to the best possible outcome, which we had the otter at the bottom of the deck, which is your element, by the way, Cancer, water energy. And this is, like I said, the happiest card in this deck, right? So if you follow the signs and you connect with yourself and you keep that consistency and you stick to it, you're going to get closer and closer and closer and closer to all your wishes, dreams, fulfillments, okay? Interesting energy, Cancer. I kind of got goosebumps all of a sudden. Ooh, I got like the heebie-jeebies, but like not the bad ones, but just like it just feels really cool. I don't know what kind of words to explain it. Also, the smoke's kind of like blowing in my face, so it's kind of annoying. Anyway, so let's see what tarot messages need to come through for my Cancerian, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for this week. What's going on for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for this week. Messages for Cancer. What messages do my Cancerians need? Any insight, wisdom, guidance for Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. For this week, what's going on? Please show me clearly. Any messages for Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for this week. Whenever you come across this, okay? Time is fluid. One more? Okay. Messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Any messages for Cancer? Wow, we have the Queen of Pentacles oh, just kidding. King of Pentacles backside. Yeah, so some of you might be feeling a little bit ungrounded or just a little bit stressed out. I'm also getting a bit of stubbornness or like... Let me just see what else needs to come out. Messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. The Queen of Cups falling out. Messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. For this week, any messages for my Cancerians? Ooh, we have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, so there's a bit of a block. Perhaps you're not seeing things exactly as they are. We also have the Six of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, the Moon. Yeah, so there's some illusion. You're needing to really feel your way through things right now. We also have the Queen of Wands and the Nine of Wands and the Fool and the Magician. So there's something brand new that's brewing around the corner or very soon. Let's see. I'm gonna keep these out here. We're not really... Oh, wow. Underneath the Magician, we also have the Ace of Pentacles. Some of you could be starting up a new business or something regarding your work, your career. Now, this is something that's tangible, okay? But this is going to require a lot of work, a lot of dedication, a lot of consistency and patience because the Ace of Pentacles is very slow, but it lasts very long. So just know this idea that you're thinking about starting or you've been contemplating doing, right? You're about to jump off the cliff, but you're needing to stop second guessing yourself or doubting yourself or doubting your skills, doubting your abilities. I think practice, that's going to help you, okay? Especially if you have been second guessing yourself on this journey, on this path, on this idea that you're thinking about pursuing and you're not 100% sure, or maybe you're like, oh, but what if I'm not good enough or whatever. Like, just practice, okay? What you put out is what you're going to receive. Just know that, okay? And just consistency. I know I'm repeating myself. I don't know why it's so weird. Like, what is going on? Like, you hear me? Hello? Why am I saying it multiple times? I don't know. I guess just to really get it stuck in your head. Like, just stick to it. Practice makes perfect. Okay. So we don't need to talk about that anymore. So we have Pisces energy out here. We also got some fire, some air, your energy coming through with the Queen of Cups. We also have the King of Pentacles backside. So you're needing to balance your personal life. You got to take care of the kids, the house, the job, the this, the that. There's a lot you're trying to balance. And sometimes it gets hard to fit the time in for yourself, right? To fit the time in to connect with you, to have some peace and quiet. To return to your studies, to return to your projects, the things that do replenish and fulfill your soul and your needs and your desires. And so sometimes that can be a bit discouraging when you feel like you don't have enough time or, days go by so quickly and then all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, I have to go to sleep in an hour. Like, I've run out of time. I can't do this because now I gotta do this. I gotta, take care of the children. I gotta clean the house. I gotta do the laundry. I gotta work. I gotta do this. It's hard. I think you guys are needing to work on balancing things. Time efficiency, right? Being more efficient with the time that you have, coming up with a schedule. I know personally, it's like, okay, Spirit, I get some of the messages because some of it kind of does tie with me too. I feel you, but we're all feeling it. There's a lot of growth towards something where you've been investing a lot of energy towards something, but it's like, things have been moving really slow. Like, I was getting that Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, right? With this King of Pentacles backside, this can also talk about overworking to the point of exhaustion, right? And when that happens, you got to take time out for you to replenish your cup, right? Your cup could be empty. I was getting that with Capricorn's reading. Some of you may have Capricorn in your chart, as Capricorn is your counterpart. But anyways, it's like in this King of Pentacles, there's a lot of fruits and flowers, all of your hard work and dedication. It is paying off, but you're just not seeing it right now. Your back is turned to it. So whether you might be overlooking it or you're ignoring it, or maybe you're not appreciative, but I don't really know. I don't think so. But maybe for some, maybe you're needing to practice a little bit more gratitude, even for the little things, right? Oh, but I don't have this, and I don't have that, and I don't have this, but you do have this right here to be grateful for. You know, always be grateful, always practice that. I'm just saying, okay? But you know, life gets in the way. Sometimes there's a lot of distractions, and it's hard to juggle a bunch of things or balance a lot of things, right? Like when we look at the Six of Pentacles, we got all these different buildings, and it's just like, you know, gotta take care of the house, gotta take care of the work, gotta focus on my studies, gotta do this, gotta do that. There's a lot on your plate. Literally, he's like looking over at his plate like, damn, I got a lot of things to do. You know, you might have a list and you're having to check things off your list, and then before you know it, you're adding another thing to your list. You're like, will I ever get this done? Like, I need some free time for me. I think you're needing to make that as a priority, Cancer. So with the Eight of Swords and the Moon, there is something that you're not seeing clearly, or like there is a bit of like illusion, or there's something that doesn't, I think it could just be self-inflicted or a block that you may need to work through. Right? Because there is something that you're not seeing. Even with the King of Pentacles backside, there's something you're literally not seeing. You're not paying attention. You're not focusing. You need to pay attention to the signs, okay? It's like, I think you're getting clear indicators, and it's like it just goes over your head. You're not even seeing it because you're just so overwhelmed with all these other things going on in your life, and it's distracting, and so you don't even pay attention to the messages, the symbols, the synchronicities, the this, the that, the confirmation that yes, Cancer, you are doing the right thing, but because you got all these other responsibilities and things that you're taking care of, it's just like you're kind of second guessing, or you know, there's this uncertainty about where you're at. I also am getting the energy of you guys needing to be comfortable with the uncomfortable, right? Because the Queen of Wands, she loves to stay in her comforts. She loves, and especially Cancerians, right? We love our home. We love our comfiness. We love our, you know, to be in our little crab shell. But to not be afraid to step out of it or expand, or, you know, if we're using this little crab analogy, to find a bigger shell with more room, a little bit more space to build and grow and expand, right? Instead of staying in the small, tiny, comfy space where it's all warm and cozy. Maybe we should upscale, go a little bit bigger, a little bit grander, right? Maybe if that's the case, you might need a little extra helping hand though, right? If you're ready to expand, if you're ready to build, maybe you've been kind of just doing the same old shit, different day, repetitive. Maybe it's time to switch something up in your routine, but maybe you're needing a little extra helping hand, or maybe someone's sharing an idea that could help you change your perspective on something. Eight of Swords, right? Because again, like I'm saying, you're not really seeing something exactly, or there could be some sort of block. Like really, that's kind of what it feels like, a block between you fully being able to trust your intuition, or to see things exactly as they are, or to feel your way through the situation. Like there's a bit of doubt or second guessing yourself, and that's why the crow and the hummingbird's coming out. Is like, Cancer, if you're feeling that way, you're needing to connect more with yourself. Right now, maybe you guys have disconnected from your own self, from your own intuition, right? Maybe it's just because, maybe it's not intentional, maybe it's just because of, you know, current circumstances and life getting in the way and having to take care of a bunch of things, which is understandable. But I think for this week, it's very important for you guys to, first of all, be open to help, be open to new ideas, new possibilities, or, you know, someone extends a helping hand, like, hey, do you need an extra hand with that, or you need help, or do you want me to take care of this? Just say yes. Don't be stubborn, right? Because I was getting a little bit of that stubborn energy, Cancer. Like, no, I'll do it myself. I don't want to bother you. I don't want to be a burden. You're not. Take a deep breath, Cancer, okay? You don't have to take on everything, right? You may have a lot of responsibilities, but you don't have to take on everything. So there's that. And I also think it's important for you guys this week and moving forward to make it more of a commitment to yourself, to work on yourself, your wellness, physical health, as well as mental health, your spiritual health, being more consistent with taking care and putting yourself first, because if you don't take care of yourself first, you got nothing left to give to others, right? So make sure you fill your cup up first. Okay, first priority, Cancer. And also, oh, just kidding. I thought this was a turtle. It's actually the crab, Cancer. Your energy actually coming through in this reading. I know it's like Piscean, but this also Cancer energy coming through. Okay. Thinking, what else? Is there anything else that I'm missing from this? You're definitely focusing a lot on your career or creative outlets, expressing yourself, letting loose, having more fun, removing restrictions or limitations. Maybe taking things a little bit less seriously. I know sometimes it's hard, but looking at things from a different perspective, or, being more open to receive. Feeling your way through situations, right? Trusting your gut, trusting your intuition. Your intuition's been really coming through throughout this entire reading. Like, definitely needing to reconnect with yourself. Spend some time near water. If you live near the ocean, river, lake. I want to say lake, river. I said liver. If it's raining, go in the rain. Let that cleanse you. You can take salt baths, things like that. Just be around your element, Cancer. That's really going to help recharge you, okay? Because, the hummingbird, like I said, is the energy of you guys needing to recharge yourselves. That will help keep you sane despite all the other bullshit that might be going on. Where you can just go inward, shut everything else out from the external world and focus on the inner world, okay, Cancer? So that's kind of like your week, is to focus more on, like, your connection with yourself, to meditate more, to focus on your health, your wellness, be open to help. Focus on balancing things in your personal life, or being more efficient with your time, going to bed a little bit earlier, maybe waking up a little bit earlier, things like that. I mean, shit, Cancer, a lot of these messages resonate with me. But I know some Cancers who could use this as well. So, we're all we're in it together, my Cancerians. But you got really good stuff coming your way, so just be consistent with it. And don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone or to do something a little bit different. Like, what do you have to lose, Cancer? Nothing. Nothing at all. Okay. So any Tikashi messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus for this upcoming week? Any messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? Any Tikashi messages for my Cancerians regarding this reading for this upcoming week? That didn't come out for a reason. It almost did. Didn't. Now, messages for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Yeah, now. Literally, do it now. Stop procrastinating. Just do it now, okay? Messages for Cancer. We also have Risk coming out, and Consideration. Okay, Risk came out, I think, for either Capricorn or Virgo. I don't remember. So let's talk about it now. Live now, be now, and acknowledge now. Now is the only time you need to consider. Unchain yourself from the past. Unravel yourself from the future. You are here in this now moment. Enjoy it. Is there something that needs to be done? Stop dreaming and do it now. Okay, so if you've been contemplating or procrastinating, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it later, just get your ass up and do it now. You'll thank yourself later, okay? We have Risk. Risk being yourself, risk having fun, risk loving, risk living. Life is full of risks. Nothing is guaranteed. Risks are easy when you trust yourself and flow, but do not take physical risks at this time. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Give a new idea a go. Take a chance on something new. Change your routine and be different. And Consideration. Pay attention. Let nothing move past without your examination. Be reflective and do not make any hasty decisions. Many special moments are unfolding for your attention. Pay attention. If you carefully look at what's brought you to this now moment, you will see how much of yourself deserves your loving consideration. Okay? You guys may be way too carried away about the past or about the future. How about right here, right now, boo? Focus on the now. All right? Set some small goals for yourself, of course, but don't be living in the future and don't be living in the past, right? Reflect on the past, sure, look at that, cool, but don't be living in it. Same for the future. Look at the future, set some goals, things you want to accomplish, whatever, but don't be living in it because you're missing out on what you have right here, right now, right? Otherwise, you get carried away and then you miss out on what's right in front of you. So Cancer, that is what I got for you guys for this weekly reading. If you guys found this helpful or insightful, please feel free to let me know in the comments below. Leave a like, subscribe. If you guys are interested, you can check out my Instagram at Jadestone Tarot. And with that being said, I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye!